good afternoon, wherever in the world you are. Life is like that game show. Deal or no deal. You understand? Life gives you a deal. The deal is you get born into the world and you have the ability to do any and everything that you want to do in it until it's time for you to go. That's the deal. Some people deal with it and they deal with it well. They know how to deal with it. Others not so much. They don't know how to deal, or some of them don't even want to deal. And that's fine. You can do that. You can not deal with things, with people, with situations. You could choose to not deal. But know this, it will not get dealt with until you're ready to deal with it. Most people, well, I won't say most, but a good number of people don't like dealing with things. And rightfully so. You have that right, as a human being. You have the right to not deal with things, to not deal with people, to not deal with situations, and that's fine. But no, it goes conflict resolution. So it will not get dealt with until you're ready to deal with it. So that means at some point you have to come back to it and deal with it, because whatever it is you were trying to do in the first place or trying to accomplish won't happen because it's on the other side of that. You coming to terms where you have to deal with things, where you have to deal with people, where you have to deal with certain situations. Sometimes you have to deal. One of my favorite quotes is by the author James Baldwin. It says, "Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced." You have to learn how to deal with things and deal with them well. Not everything that you have to deal with will be well, that's for sure. It definitely won't always start off that way. But to get to the point where you deal with things says a lot about you and your character. Says a lot about the type of integrity that you have about yourself. Learn how to deal with things. Don't keep putting off stuff. Don't keep avoiding stuff. Don't keep extending, days, weeks, months. Don't do that. Some things require you to deal with it as it is right here in your face. You have to deal with it. Because if you don't, you're just delaying the process until you come to terms with yourself and learn how to deal with it. Some things you need to be more post haste. You need to deal with things right away, or at least when you've had enough time to think about how to deal with it properly. But one thing is for sure, it will not get dealt with until you are ready to deal with it. And that's just the truth. So today, tomorrow, whenever, any situation when it comes to people as well, you have a right to not want to deal with people. You got a right to not want to deal with certain things. You have a right to. It's part of being who you are, human. But just know, some things have to get dealt with. And they won't get dealt with until you're ready to deal. That's life's bargain. It gives you a deal. You're born into this world to do anything and everything that you possibly could want until it's time for you to go. So how will you choose to deal when it comes to things that happen in life, when it comes to people in life? Deal or no deal. But just know you still have to answer. You either deal with it or you don't. But things and everything that you want to happen that is remarkable and fulfilling and purposeful is on the other side of you learning how to deal with things. So face up to it, step up to the plate. No fear, no doubt, no nothing. And just deal with it. And you'll thank yourself later. Because you'll see all the rewards from when it comes to just simply facing what needs to be dealt with. That's it. As usual, man, it's Motivation Monday. Don't be dope.